Yo, what's up, everybody?
Of the Leaf and Nash podcast, guys. Guys, tonight we have special guests today. As you guys can see, we got MTS in the house. But before we get into them, obviously introduce my compadres as always. We're gonna start. We got a bunch of people on here tonight. On the top left, guys, we have no other than the Cigar Don Bouginess himself. What up, Donnie boy?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. And the middle, right there in the top middle, we have the one-finger pecker sensation himself, JJ, a.k.a. Cigar Mutt. What up?
How you doing?
What's going on? And obviously, you heard the bark underneath me, no other than PC Silverback.
What's happening, people?
And you guys know who I be. I'm Panda. And let's get to it, guys. We got MTS in the house. We got underneath we got Mateo. What's going on, Mateo?
Yo, what's up, Panda? What's up, everybody? We're glad to be here.
Nice. Guys, so I'll have you guys introduce yourselves. I'll start off with Mateo to let us know a little bit about yourself and what you're partaking in regards to the MTS brand.
My name is Mateo. I am a co-founder of MTS Cigars. We've been doing this for about a year. Just a bunch of guys who love hanging out, smoking cigars, riding Harleys, and having a good time. So now we're doing this cigar business and seeing where it takes us.
And it's gonna be a ride. Let me tell you, it will be a ride. But we're gonna get into that journey that you guys definitely have ventured off to, because you guys are, just breaking ground per se, right? It's just your first year, and we're gonna have the ups and downs and talk all about all that stuff. How about you? Let's go to Ray. What's up with you, Ray?
Hey, what's up, brothers? My name is Ray. I'm also a co-founder of the cigar company MTS. I got bored. We were doing this every night in the garage. I was like, "Yo, wouldn't it be fun to have our own stick?" And that's exactly what happened. We figured it out, got that license off the ground, and here we are doing it.
Nice. Beautiful. Nice. How about you, Tim?
What's going on, guys? Tim, another co-founder. Appreciate y'all having us on here tonight.
No, absolutely. We greatly appreciate you guys taking the time. And you, Monsieur, in the middle, Francis, how we doing?
Hey, we. I'm Francis. I'm one of the co-founders. I have the pleasure of flooding everybody's feeds on social media, so that's pretty much all I do. And these guys dragged me into the cigar business. I had no choice.
Eating it every day, ain't you?
I'm sure that arm was twisted hard, right?
Oh, I hurt so bad.
Nah, I get it. All right, well, let's get into it. I mean, how did you guys all meet? Now, I don't care who wants to take it off. Mateo, you want to start?
Yeah, that's a long story. It kind of started off with me and Ray. We've been friends for, 6, 7 years now?
7 years.
7 years. Yeah. And we've just been doing a lot of stuff together, mostly riding Harleys, hanging out in his backyard, his patio. He's like a brother to me, and we ended up meeting Francis. Now, from what the story is, Francis moved in on the street, and he met Tim and David, which is not on here. But we all just kind of met through Francis and decided to start hanging out. We just grill food, smoke cigars, talk about Harleys, tell jokes. Just hanging out. Watch football fights in the driveway, and we just started hanging out, and we enjoyed our company. We always had a good time. And one day, like Ray said, hey, what about having our own cigar? How cool would that be? And so we decided, hey, that'd be great, but I don't know how you're going to do that. So we just kind of threw it off in the background, and then about a month later, we met a guy who actually made this happen for us. And we give him a lot of thanks, and it's one of those where we took the opportunity and ran with it.
Nice. I mean, listen, those that I don't know how long you guys have been smoking, but I've been smoking for about 30 years. Right now, boutique or craft or however you want to call it, it seems to be in the up and right, up and coming. I think we all talk about, those of us that have been in the game for a little bit, and enjoy smoking, what we actually love about companies like yourself is that you guys are willing to try something new, right? Makes blends that normally the legacy companies won't do because that old saying, if it ain't broke, it don't fix it, right? There's no need for it. But there is something to say that after a while things do get a little old and stagnant when you have that same cigar. No, don't get me wrong. A Padron's always going to be, the creme de la creme. Those are going to be celebratory cigars. To me, I enjoy boutique cigars because to me these are my everyday smokes. You know what I mean? So I'm just
Yeah,
curious
absolutely.
in regards to like you guys decide from one day to the next to start a blend. Walk me through the process. I'm gonna pass this mic now to Ray. Ray, how'd you guys decide? Okay, it's easy to say let's start a cigar company, right? But you got to find someone to roll your cigars for you. You got to find regions that you guys enjoy. I mean, how long have you been smoking cigars?
I've been smoking cigars for, I'd say, about 6, 7 years now. My brother actually corrupted me, man. But once he gave me into that whole bit, I was like, oh, I see now why everybody likes this stuff. So
Yeah.
the wild part about it is the guy we met. He's like, look, I got a place where we're distributing cigars. Come find your blend. So that was a process in itself. We actually went to the warehouse. He gave us a bunch, and I think we all kind of was tapping out right before we found the one that was us. We were just like, oh, this one. And that process in itself to go from, nah, this ain't it, to, yeah, we got it, that was huge. So the first one was our Habano. And when we put it out to the public, it was kind of interesting that everybody kind of agreed with our palates because that was a whole piece about it. Is everybody going to like it? So sure enough, they did. And then that's when we started to say we should come out with the second and third. And now we're on the fourth.
Nice. Now, I don't know if you want to share who rolls your cigars for you.
Well,
We
we
don't
have
gotta
two
share.
different people.
Yeah.
We have Jeremy at I have the notes here.
Farmhouse.
Jeremy at Farmhouse Blends, and we have Z with Cordoba and Morales.
Okay.
Cordoba and Morales.
Nova. All right. I mean, and like I said, right? It's one of those. Wait, hold on. Ish is out here. You guys got to meet Ish from Banff, right?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, love Ish.
There
He's
it
awesome.
is. By the way, this is Ish from Banff. Just in case I'm just didn't know and thought I was playing around. Great people, meet them all in Jacksonville, the TPA members. Absolutely. And I was going to get to that. I had the privilege as well as PC. We got to meet all you guys at the Jacksonville Boutique Festival. And what I admired about you guys, I mean, you guys roll deep, right? You guys roll deep, and the thing is that you could definitely tell that there is a chemistry among all of you guys, which to me is something important. Now, here's my question, because you guys are relatively new in the game, how do you guys keep that balance from friendship to business? Because you got to find that balance. And I know from past experience, there are going to be disagreements. There are going to be, disputes, right? How do you guys find a way to balance the two without them conflicting with one another? I'll let Tim, because let's hear you, Tim. Francis, I'm gonna get to you. Your head is. You look like a bobblehead. You look like a
Francis chomping
bobblehead.
at the bit, ready to
I
talk.
know he is. I'm gonna get to you because I'm gonna ask you the same. Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
Having internet trouble here. The Five Guys actually works really well for us. We all have different opinions, and it kind of balances everything out for the brand, honestly.
And there is five. So, I mean, the good thing, I guess, having an odd number, right, is the fact that if there's a tie, you have that one person to break the tie.
No, that's exactly how we want it. It's a perfect dynamic.
Absolutely.
The
But
round
yeah,
table.
Francis, I want to get your input on that because you seem to, because I'm sure. Listen, like I said, I know having good friends. Listen, we have our disagreements and stuff like that. We always have, our discussions. But I've always told my guys that there's no head of the table in this group. We sit in a round table. There's no leader. there's no everyone's opinion matters, and everybody gets accountable for it. You know what I mean? And we all
Absolutely.
hold each other accountable for whatever we say or we do.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I would assume it's that way. Like I said, the chemistry that I got to observe when I was at the Jacksonville Boutique, you guys definitely seem to have great chemistry. You know, go ahead, friends. What's your input on that, man?
Oh no, yeah, I agree. The dynamics, it's awesome. We all have our like strongholds. I mean, the age range is pretty perfect too. You know, we got wisdom. We got. I feel like I might be the
So you're
wild
the
one over
youngest,
here.
Francis.
Yeah. I'm the little wild one over here. So, I mean, it's just a good dynamic. Do we have our disagreements? 100%, but we always work through it. And it just we end up always growing from it, which is pretty cool. We do pretty good at not holding any grudges. It's pretty good dynamic. I love it.
And like I said, that is the hard part, right? Because you guys are friends outside of the business, you know, and you have to find that balance to keep the friendship separated from the business in the sense that you don't want that to disrupt the chemistry that you guys have because one person disagrees with the other. You know, so it's good that you guys have something outside of the cigar world, like riding your bikes, to kind of just venture off and just decompress and just take that ride and come back and just, you know, round up and talk about or discuss whatever it is you guys are disagreeing about, you know.
Absolutely.
Now you guys are located where?
Deltona.
In Deltona. For whatever reason, when I first met Mateo, I thought he said Daytona, but it's not.
That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
It's that little forgotten town, which is actually the largest city in Volusia County. But everybody thinks Daytona first. It is Deltona, Florida.
And it's only because of NASCAR.
You're right. That's so true too. And Buc-ee's. You can't forget about Buc-ee's.
Yeah, Buc-ee's. Yeah, Buc-ee's.
No. You guys cannot claim Buc-ee's. I'm going to put my foot down on that.
Yeah, I think that's Daytona personally.
You know what I mean?
I'm a Texas boy, so you know.
Oh yeah, originally from
In the heart of Texas.
Yeah. So how did you? So you guys, like I said, you guys went to the Jacksonville Boutique Fest. You know what did you guys get out of it? You know, I'll start off with you, Ray.
Well, what I got out of it was seeing how everybody else had progressed in their time frame. So just looking around the room, you know, Bam F actually was impressive to me, and Hayes Graves. But they seem to have been in it longer, like three years from what I understand. And then the other ones, they were just about our time frame. And what I saw is that we're light years of where we should be. You know, so all the decisions we made thus far seems to be helping us in the right direction. I don't think we actually had a big misstep to where we're like, damn, we're screwed, you know? So going to that event just gave me the measure.
Well, I mean, the more events you guys go, you'll kind of listen. This industry, honestly, guys, is a lot of copycatting, a lot of copying each other, one form or another. It really is. Whether it's the cigar blend or the events, how people handle themselves, how they display their cigars. All right. The one thing that that was very impressive to me was that you guys were the only ones that raffled something off, and that stood
Absolutely.
out. And
That's kind of our thing right there. We love that. We've been doing a lot of raffles. We're all part of a nonprofit organization called VEMA, Veteran Forces Motorcycle Association. So we have a lot of experience trying to set up events in the motorcycle world and raise money. And I'm telling you, people love to gamble. They love that raffle.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You know, listen, I cannot confirm or deny. I was a little salty because I didn't win because I was off by one number. You guys,
It was rigged.
Yeah, really, right?
Man, I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, come on. But listen, I just got yelled at by Ish that I'm talking too much. But I got a bunch of questions, but I'm gonna pass the mic to Don and get back to me. And I got more questions for you guys. Go ahead, Donnie boy.
Hey, thanks guys for joining us, man. It means the world to us to have you guys on. And you know, I'm smoking the Elite Series Pennsylvania Broadleaf.
Nice.
Great choice.
So far, it's phenomenal. I'm about an inch into this thing. So my first question is for Francis. You talked about that you were the marketing kind of arm of the thing. Where can people find you on social media, and where can people find you, as far as getting your product?
So as far as like MTS,
Yes.
so MTS Cigars on Instagram, MTS Cigars on Facebook, mtscigars.com. They can email me at francis@mtscigars.com. Yeah, it's pretty much all I can think of. mtscigars.com on YouTube.
And we also have the MTS Ventures, and that's more of a branch off of the cigars. It shows a little more of behind the scenes.
Personal.
It talks about how we hang out. If you go to the very beginning, you can actually see kind of a progression of what we were doing, and see the progression of our friendships grow. And right now, it's mostly stuck on the cigar business because that's what we're really focused on. But our plan is in the future to be branding as much as we can in the cigar industry world that relates to cigars and anything else. And we also have some other MTS members as a whole that we really want to start pushing out their businesses because we all try to help each other out.
Awesome. So Panda said something earlier that made me laugh because I met you guys the first time on a TPA meeting a couple of weeks ago, and I was thinking the same thing. Man, these guys roll deep. There was like 5. I was like, it was. I'm from MTS. I was like, man, these guys are so.
It's different, but I think it sells. It works. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely. So, what's the next step for you guys as far as you got a year under your belt now? You've seen, like you just said, you've seen the way some other people are doing it. What's the next step for you guys?
Me personally, I want to try and get 1 million units moved. That's my goal. I want to try and get this name to become known as a legacy. Can we do that? That's the question.
Absolutely, we can. It just takes time, but
Yeah. I've said it to these guys before that Perdomo and all those guys, they started out where you guys were at one point,
Yep.
and so having your name, doing things like this, doing things, being on social media, social media is so huge these days. I'm 54, so social media has been kind of weird for me, but I've been doing it. But everybody gets their stuff from social media. So my next question is, and any one of you guys can take this. What does MTS stand for?
Well, I'll let you take that one.
Yeah. So if you go and look at the very beginnings of all our videos and posts, you could probably figure it out. But we all started hanging out on this street in Deltona called Merchant Terrace. So we, as a joke, decided to start our own group called Merchant Terror Squad. And then we would just basically hang out, rev our Harleys, make a lot of noise, get drunk, yell at the speeders driving by, act like children, and just have fun because that's what we did. We got off work. It's the weekend. We're hanging out, and the more we progress as into the cigar business, we decided maybe we should just stick with MTS. It has several different meanings, so you might have heard a few different acronyms for MTS, but overall, we're just sticking with the MTS right now.
That's an awesome story. I love that. Kind of means something to you guys, and
Oh, we all have tattoos.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh sweet. All right, PC man, right? AJ, we got to get on the ball here.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy, right?
I'll sponsor him for you. We got a guy.
We got a guy for you.
Yeah. We got a few guys. Yeah.
So, you can share if you want to. If you don't, tell me to shut up. I'm fine with that too. But do you guys have anything new kind of on the horizon that might be coming out besides the 4 sticks you got, or are we focusing on that right now?
Oh yeah, we're actually talking about a double Haro coming out. We're still kind of phasing that one in, and we're trying to figure out what the label's going to look like. Mateo actually is the one that found it, and he passed me a stick. I was like, whoa, yeah, this I think this one we can put out on the market, man.
It's definitely a little spicier or higher content in the nicotine. Definitely a bold flavor. It'll be most likely a Toro size with a pigtail.
Yeah.
Looks great, tastes great. And also, we are working on a mobile cigar lounge. Uh, I've been trying to keep up with posting videos of our progress. I've been kind of slacking. We've been very busy. We've been doing a lot of efforting, a lot of time into events, uh, delegating our time between family life, uh, the Vima nonprofit life, and the cigar business all together. So it's taxing. We get no sleep, but we're happy to do it because we're very excited about where we're going. So
You know, that's an interesting point because we battle with that just with this little venture that we're doing, this podcast, is balancing family life and balancing, and our motto always is family first. If you got something family wise, we'll be here tomorrow when you get here, type thing. So I'm happy to hear that, because it's, so do you guys all still ride and do all that stuff, or is not much time for that anymore?
No, 100% we still ride.
Yeah.
Never giving that up, man.
Yeah.
That's therapy, man. It's straight therapy. Yeah.
yeah, we're actually going to be some of the guys going to be a part of the ride for the police officer that was shot and killed in Edgewater. They're hosting a ride this Saturday, so us as Vima, we got a few guys that are gonna go over there and support. And I think we're gonna try to give them a bundle of cigars to raffle off to help raise money.
Yeah.
Um,
I was going to say that might not be a bad thing. Everybody have an MTS cigar in their mouth while they're riding. That'd be it.
all right. And then
Yeah.
we're always
That'd be
trying
cool.
to push our cigars out on events. Also on the same day, later in the afternoon, we'll be over at Copper Bottom Craft Distillery in Holly Hill. So we'll have a few guys over there selling cigars at a market over there. So
before we get too deep in this, JJ, I know we have a raffle to do tonight.
Yes, sir.
With these guys. How do you want a hashtag, or is it you just taking it off the comments? How are we doing that?
Yeah, it'll just take off the comments.
Okay. So just so you guys know, we do have a raffle for tonight. We have a 4-pack of MTS cigars to give away.
Nice.
There it is right there. Panda's showing it.
Nice.
So yeah, JJ will take it off the comments, and you got to be present at the end to win. So
Oh yeah.
so as far as purchasing your cigars, where can people go right now to find them?
that's a tough question. All right, so
Joe
We
Cigar
are-
Room. Go ahead. Joe.
yeah. So go ahead, Sam. You haven't talked a whole lot.
We got Joe Cigar Room in New Smyrna Beach, and we have Daytona Cigar Club in Daytona on Beach Street.
Those are our two main distributors for us. And then we try to post all our different events that we're going to be at, so you guys can meet us and do a light and cut and just hang out and ask all the questions you want about us and the cigars.
So we also have our emails. It's one of those things that if they need us, we give them our email, and if they really want a cigar, email us and we'll get you a pack. There it is.
Email, phone number,
Whatever it takes,
Yeah.
right?
Whatever it takes. We're trying to
Absolutely.
stay away. We're trying to stay away from the online sales because of all the extra fees. We are a small business and just starting, so we're trying to figure out ways. Oh, by the way, our cigars will be on the Wolfpack Cigar Club. We are members of that, so that will come up shortly. We're still working out all the details with that, but we just joined with that group too.
Awesome.
Nice.
And I will say, I know you guys are active in the TPA, and hopefully that pushes you guys out some. And I've been really impressed with that group.
Great.
Panda does most of our work with that group, but I jumped on a couple of meetings, and they seem like a group that's really interested in getting names out and getting people's stuff out. So I wish you guys the best of luck on that. So
Yeah, that's a fantastic group. We learned a lot from them.
yeah. So right now your core line, you have the three cigars that are kind of the Habano, the Mastermind, the Habano, the Connecticut, and the Maduro, and then you have this Is this like a special edition cigar, or is it going to be part of the core line, the Elite Series?
No, that's going to be its own cigar.
Okay.
You know, we call it the Elite Series, but I don't think there's going to be an actual series of them. So
It's fantastic so far.
that is our Pennsylvania broadleaf. We call that the American grown, veteran owned.
There you
Thanks to
go.
Ray as our Army veteran.
Yeah.
And we fell in love with that cigar. It's just from taking out the cellophane, the texture of the cigar, of the wrapper, to the smell of the unlit, to just the body of the smoke. It's a complex smoke that comes from it. It's very good.
Well, Ray, I'll finish up my little segment here by saying thanks for your service. We have our resident veteran as well, JJ. He's an Army vet as well, and so appreciate your service.
Thank you.
I'm a firm believer that our freedom's not free, and we got to protect it at all costs. So, and with that, I will shift the mic over to JJ.
Hello, you beautiful people. I'm smoking your Mastermind Maduro, and it's a beautiful cigar. It goes really well with this Basil Hayden dark rye. My first question is, do you guys ever plan to collaborate with anybody?
We're always up for collaboration. It's just in which sense are we talking about? Like for sales or for a new cigar, or what's the deal?
Like a new cigar, just teaming up with somebody.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll sit down with somebody and smoke a blend and see if that's something we can work on together.
Well, we've been hearing a lot from Ish on the TPA, so we would love to work with him. He seems to really know what he's talking about and has a great variety. So we would love to work out an actual blend with him. And anybody else, Francis?
We're open to
I
whatever.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, Itch knows his stuff. There's no doubt in that.
Yes.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, in our lineup, we don't have Dominican. All our cigars are Nicaraguan. I kind of gravitate towards Nicaraguan, but if I do find a good Dominican, I won't say no. I heard there's ways that they use Dominican leaf and Nicaraguan filler and binder, so that'd be an interesting blend,
Do you guys typically smoke Dominicans? It seems like a lot of people lately have been smoking a lot of Dominicans.
Well, I can tell you firsthand, you see Ish at work, I can honestly tell you he is a mad scientist when it comes to blending.
Yeah.
And I can tell you this much, this man has more tobacco from every damn region, from regions that you didn't even think existed. It is the truth. I mean, it's crazy to see the amount of tobacco and how many different regions, although, he has, he does have his factory in DR, but he also has a factory in Africa as well. You know what I mean? So,
That's right. I forgot about that.
He's passionate about it,
Yeah, that guy, he knows a thing or two, not a whole lot,
just a thing.
I mean,
He said he bought a book at the Home Depot and learned about cigars. Get out of here.
Well, the cigars for dummies, right?
Listen, I could have sworn I saw him on YouTube looking up how to work cigars.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I think we all graduated from YouTube University.
Yeah.
It's something that we all do.
Yeah.
Oh man! But listen, if you guys do get a chance to work with Ish, I'm sure that he'll definitely take you guys to places you guys never thought existed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, he's got a lot of rare tobacco that either is hard to find or you can't find. But that's a conversation for you guys to have with Ish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Also, I want to say that our Elite Series is actually with Z at Cordoba Morales. So we are also working with him, and hopefully we can get another blend with him too. He's a great guy.
Nice. I'm sorry, JJ. I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah.
You didn't interrupt me. Right. So, and then anybody can answer this. If somebody smokes your cigar, your MTS cigars today, what lasting impressions do you hope the cigar leaves on them?
That they come back. Yeah. That was our initial design. We were like, man, this cigar is so good. I want another one. So, yeah, come on back.
Hell yeah. You know, it's like this. I'm smoking by the way, your guys' construction is just beautiful. It's burnt well. Actually perfect to be exact.
And that actual hole too.
Oh man. And it's just it's clean tobacco. Zero bitterness, and it's flavorful. It's chocolatey. It's it's earthy, and you get me at earth. I love an earthy cigar. I do.
Well, the other thing that I do notice people saying is that they wish it was bigger, but that's kind of by design for us. It's like, it's a Robusto, and if it's that good, just buy another one, man.
Hey, there you go.
Listen, there is something about the Robustos. I like Robustos. The problem is that it's a quick smoke for me. You know what I mean?
So then buy another one.
But the Robusto is a good size though if you're just hanging out outside, working on a car, mowing your yard, doing some work. It's not a cigar that you have to sit down and truly enjoy all the essence of it. I mean, the Robusto size is a great, I got 30 minutes, 40 minutes to sit down or be outside. I'm going to light it up, get some work done. It's a great size in that aspect.
Yeah, I always say that, people who are new cigar smokers, they're like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. I'm like, hey man, give it 2 weeks. If you don't like it after 2 weeks, give it 2 more weeks. If you don't like it after that 2 weeks, give it 2 more. Because you're going to end up like it. It's so, you were saying that Harley riding is your therapy. This is my therapy. Sitting out here in my man cave smoking cigars is my therapy. It's my unwind from the day and all that good stuff. So,
oh yeah, this is lifted my spirits tenfold, and the other three, they can contest to that. This has been a life changer for me. Get you out of your head, get you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Here's the $1 million question. Where do you see the brand in 5 years?
That's a really good question. Francis, Tim, got an answer for that?
In 5 years, I hope to have a line of liquor or something like that,
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. We are collaborating, trying to get a pairing.
Good answer, Tim.
Excellent answer. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like you said, we want to brand everything that correlates with the cigar industry, the cigar business. So I believe within 5 years, you're going to see our name everywhere. MTS this, MTS that. We got MTS food truck already. It's not operated by us, but one of our MTS members. We got Tim is a painter. He owns his own business. David is a painter, owns his own business. I'm sorry about that. And he's an MTS member, obviously, and with the cigars. So eventually, everywhere you go, you're going to see that MTS letters everywhere.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Hey, PC, you ready, buddy?
They ain't ready though, baby.
Yeah, are they ready? No, dude, this is a beautiful cigar, and I appreciate you guys being on here. And your marketing works, because I think I'm gonna buy me a few more.
Thank you.
Hey, man, I just want to say what's up to all of you guys, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I look at the fact that how you guys carried yourself, and looking at each and every brand and where you stood out for me at that event. Just know you were in the top of the group that stood out to me at the group at the event. I'm sorry, but I like your appearances. I like how you carry yourself. I like what you're doing, and it shows it. You radiate to anybody that wants to gravitate to cigars. So that's me giving you your attaboys. But now when it comes to new cigar smokers, so what are you guys doing to reach out to new cigar smokers, and what stick would you introduce out of your core line to a cigar smoker, a new cigar smoker?
Well,
that's easy.
Yeah, interesting enough, last Saturday we were at the Orlando Booze and Bites Fest, and there was a guy who came up to us with his friend and said, "Hey, this guy has never smoked a cigar before. I smoke cigars. I'm trying to get him into it. and we ended up giving him one of our Connecticut's. It's a lighter body smoke, but it's still great because the wrapper and the fillers and the binders all has a little more flavor than the typical traditional Connecticut. It even looks a little darker. So
Right.
it's a great cigar for a beginner. He smoked it, took a few puffs off of it. He's like, "Oh, okay, this ain't bad." He left, and about an hour later, he came back on his way out and said, "Let me buy one more before I go." So
Hook, line,
really,
sinker.
Hook,
we
line.
we reel them in,
Yeah.
get them to try it, and the cigar does the rest. It really, I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
it's not.
Yes, sir.
We realize it's not hard with our blends. The cigars truly do sell themselves.
Right. And the reason why I asked the question is because we as a group here at Leaf and Ash, we're really big on helping others building the community, and most definitely taking care of new cigar smokers and stuff like that. So where do you guys see yourself trying to, build a community of cigars and introduce your company to others at the same time?
So I didn't quite understand the question.
Yeah.
Um, we're big on helping new cigar smokers gravitate to the cigar community. So,
Ah,
what are you guys doing to kind of build the community up and make sure you take care of the new smokers? Because a lot of times somebody will give them a stick that's too strong for them. So, what are you doing to help them stay with the community and build it?
well, I've gotten that question a bunch of times from new cigar smokers. The first thing they say is you guys got any flavor cigars? I was like, look, there's only one company that does the flavors. All right.
Right.
I actually started off on flavors, and Mateo actually changed me up on a lot of stuff. And then when I finally found the one stick, and it happened to be like a Habano Maduro flavor, I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty good. So I tell them, look, if you want a flavor cigar, you want to check out Drew Estates. They got the market cornered on flavor cigars.
So don't be
No,
advertising for the company. Don't
yeah, but
advertise for
it's a legacy bit. It's a legacy bit. They're dealing with boutique, so boutique. We're gonna promote the Connecticut because that's the easiest
Right.
one for beginners to smoke. So
Right.
when they do that, I say, look, we don't do anything flavored, but if you want a smooth smoke, start with this one right here, and that's how I
Right.
draw them in to try and start smoking a stick.
No,
And
Right.
I think too
and
with
building off of that, I'm sorry, but
go
just
ahead,
building
no,
off
go
of
ahead.
that, I think our personalities, our attitudes, we're not the stuffy in suits, the traditional old school salespeople. We wear polo shirts, jeans, hats. We cater to the younger crowd. I think so. I think that really helps us out. Just our energy
Right.
when we're out there talking to people, interacting. That really brings out the new customers to want to try.
We draw
Yeah.
people in just by
So
who we are too. They want to know what we're about.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think with craft boutique, however you want to call it, cigars, I think you guys, and I'm going, pretty much across the spectrum here. The old adage was, for guys who've been smoking for a long time, if you smoke a Connecticut, you're smoking air, you're not smoking it. But you guys have found a way to add the flavor in on those Connecticut cigars that you're not just getting a tobacco taste in your mouth, and somebody might go, man, that's a good, I enjoy that. And then, whether they stay with the Connecticut for the rest of their smoking career, I don't know if career is the right word, but the rest of the smoking tenure, or they gravitate into Maduros and Habanos and that kind of stuff, they're still getting that flavor profile that is appealing to a lot of smokers.
Yeah, and that was another thing about picking the blends is we want something that was smooth, nothing too harsh. We're really conscious about everybody as a whole, So we wanted to, and also it's just we know not everybody likes to drink and smoke cigars, so they might want a soda. Like right now, I'm drinking one of these sparkling ice drinks, and it's still I enjoy the flavor of the cigars.
Yeah, me too.
So we're just catering to as many people as we can with that mastermind blend for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. And I would like to know, how did you guys come up with your branding? Because it's interesting that you have the wolf, and the wolf is a very powerful, animal to use as a logo. So how did you guys come up with your branding?
Francis or
Ray, go.
Tim?
Ray, go for it.
All right, Ray.
Go ahead.
That was me trying to figure out a logo, and I'm talking to my nephew about it. He was really interested that I actually stood up a cigar company, and he was like, "Yo, what if you put a dog with a cigar in his mouth?" And I'm like, "Man." And he put out the logo, and I was like, "Ah, it doesn't look right." I was like, "What if you made it a wolf?" And when the wolf came out, I was like, "Oh, that actually looks pretty tight." And I pushed it out to the fellas, and they dug on it, man. They were like, "Damn, that looks really good."
Yeah.
And then the wild part about it is the more I thought about it, it kind of works because the definition of a pack is five. So now we call ourselves a wolf pack, man. There it is. And if we roll solo, we can be lone wolves, man.
There you go.
There it is. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, and I got to bring this to attention. When we were doing, when we were doing some research on you guys, I was amazed about your videos. Who came up with the scheme to do the videos the way that you did? Because when we were at the cigar festival, I never saw the cameras. So I'm like,
Mateo was everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mastermind was.
So Francis and I, we shoot and edit the videos ourselves. Francis is a little more likes to use the AI features and stuff, but
Uh-huh.
for me, I am a TV news photographer for a local station out here in Orlando, and so I've
Okay.
got a lot of experience with shooting and editing. But to be honest with you, I just run around with my iPhone and shoot video and edit on my spare time. But it's just a passion and a hobby that I've been doing for over 20 years now. So
Yeah.
I mean, I could get way more into detail, but as of right now, the videos are just fun and entertaining. In my opinion, I think everybody's opinion. To be honest with you, we all like them, and it's just it's just a good way to show who we are to let people know a little bit more of our personality without actually talking on camera. That's one thing that we all have a hard time doing,
Right.
surprisingly.
No, no. I recognize the quality in the videos, and I want to acknowledge that. So, with
Thank
that
you.
being said, I'm gonna take it back up to Panda Man and let him take us home with it.
Uh, my question is, I'm gonna go back to the core, right? In regards to the business, right? I mean, you guys starting out, what have you guys found to be your biggest challenge? And 'cause there's got to be a lot of hiccups, a lot of bumps and bruises on the way up. What are the trials and tribulations that you guys have gone through? And also what have you guys done to kind of somewhat overcome?
Man, those are tough questions. There, we were
Yeah.
trying to stay away from all the negative stuff.
Uh, that
Good with
I
the
can
bad.
answer that one right out the gate. Uh, I'm the guy that's watching the books on the company. And the biggest thing is when we first started, we were actually losing stock and we had no clue where it went and we didn't have a good accounting system. But we overcame because Mateo actually started using the Square app. And I realized that that app does a lot more than what is advertised. So I looked at it and I was like, whoa, this actually can keep and help us with the stock and let us know when to reorder. And it keeps our book straight for taxes. And that's how we overcame that piece. So
And
that was a huge find.
Outstanding.
and a little more on the
Outstanding.
personal side, it's a challenge to prioritize time with family, business, and our nonprofits that we try to do because we're always trying to give back at the same time. Uh, I tell you, I try to at least spend a few hours with my kids on the weekends, but it seems like the more and bigger we get, the harder it is to do that. And the other aspect that's hard is agreeing on things because we got five very strong opinions. We're very opinionated about things, but I think that really balances us out because they'll see sides and things that I can't think of, perspectives, and it's great to be able to just talk them out and try to understand where they're coming from to help move our brand forward. So
On that note, I think about our we had an interview with Nick Perdomo, and he talked about when he first started, he was going up and down the Eastern Seaboard, and they were so strapped for cash that he was calling collect back home, and his wife would deny the call, but that was his call home to say, I'm okay, everything's good, we're moving on to tomorrow, and so that whole struggle to get started, it's got to be a tremendous undertaking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And with the I forgot I was gonna say something about the nonprofits who are always trying to give back through VEMA. And so one of the things that we're really spending a lot of our time with is trying to raise money for that organization, because we spend a lot of time raising money for veteran first responder companies that help with things like PTSD or just veterans in general who need help. And so we are actually trying to we are starting up an event in November 15th called the Big Catch Cigar Classic. And it's going to be a fishing tournament. MTS Cigars, even though we're strapped with cash, we are donating $1,000 in cash for a jackpot prize for this event, just for the cause. And we're really looking for sponsors and other vendors to be a part of this great cause. If you want to spend just a few minutes talking about VEMA, Ray, I think just letting people know who VEMA is and why we all are a part of it is very important.
Yeah, VEMA is a veteran, first responder, and select civilians. It's a nonprofit, riding motorcycles, raising awareness for those who saw more. Their website is VEMA, VEMA-USA.com, and you can see all the chapters on there and what the VEMA mission is. And, it's always about giving back. So hence that carries over to what we're doing here, because we're all immersed into that whole nonprofit. But flip side of this is a for-profit business, but that does not mean we can't give back. So
Correct.
Right.
And it's not going to be just a fishing tournament. It's going to be a cigar festival as well. We're trying to get as many boutique cigar vendors there as we can.
We do have a few already committed. You want to give us some shout outs there, Francis?
Honeybee, Angry Beaver, and you guys are mentioning somebody else that was interested. I'm not sure if they locked it in though.
And Pinta Smokes.
Oh, Pinta, yeah, Pinta.
That's right.
That's right. Yep.
I mean, and listen, and I'm all for, my dad was in Vietnam, my grandfather was in World War II, and I got close friends that served. I have a good buddy of mine that served 18 years, and out of those 18 years, he got deployed, and his unit got blown up 3 times.
Oh.
And this man, is the guy that when I first met him on the job, I don't know if you guys know, like Mateo found out the other day, I am a man of blue. I've been on there 27 years on the job, and I met him on the job, and one day I'm just seeing him, he's picking on his arm. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? In scrap metal, that from time to time that he's had in his body, the metal just finally coming out of his body. And he would come to work sometimes with a Ziploc bag full of meds, because one of the biggest issues, and my dad had that issue as well, was that when they got out, it's like, okay, thank you for your service, have a nice day.
Yeah.
There was no transition, to prepare for civilian world, right? Because being in law enforcement, obviously in military, your eyes are different, right? You learn to adapt, and you train yourself to see things that the average person doesn't see or don't pay attention to. And in the back of your mind is always like, my head's always on the swivel constantly. It never fails. I've had my guys. I've shared some stories with them. I've been stabbed. I've been shot at. I've had my share of nonsense. I'm all for it. and obviously whatever we could do here in the Leaf and Ash, to support you guys.
Yes.
I told Mateo that I'm looking at my calendar to see if I can make it out there, because if I can make it out there, I would love to maybe go live out there with you guys. You know what I
That'd be
mean?
great.
Do
Absolutely.
something, and kind of give back. That'll be our way of giving to you guys and to the vets and the cause. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it. I'm all about the support, man.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you. We appreciate that.
no, absolutely.
Excuse me, fellas. I got to go to a bathroom break. Sorry.
You're okay.
Turn the mic off.
Hey, so then we know who the old man
What a
in the group
grandpa.
is now. Then, huh?
Yeah, he's the old
You know
man.
who the old man is?
We like to call him.
Hey, Ray,
I call
man.
him
Hey,
Father
listen,
Ray
bro.
sometimes.
Hey, you gotta get Ray some Depends, man.
See, I give these guys hell a lot because I'm the baby of the group.
He is the baby.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, but I mean, I have a few more questions if you guys got the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We got all night.
And it kind of went back to based on what you started talking about in regards to this event, right? What else do you guys do to kind of engage the community as a whole? I mean, I know you guys are doing this event here, but what other do you guys do other things, outside of that? Because I know you said you're working on a mobile lounge. You're looking at like any certain particular area that you're looking to kind of have on a routine.
We try to do as many pop-up events as we can just to get our name out there right now, anything and everything we can get on.
And that's smart. And I'll be very honest with you guys, because being relatively, I did not know you guys until I went to the Jacksonville boutique, right? And those are the events I really enjoy going to, because there's so many brands out there that are so good, but a lot of people don't know about them because there's not enough promotion or enough advertisement. Like, to me, your guys, and it goes back to my original question, right? The challenges, right? The challenge is what? To be able to get that stick into somebody's hand and afford you the opportunity to give you a try. That's the hardest point, because between that and your price point's got to be on point. That's what it is, because a new brand that comes out with $16, $17, $18 cigar, who's gonna want to try out an $18 cigar on a brand new company that they never heard of? It's far few in between, right?
Yeah, well,
would you build it with?
our mastermind blends, they are selling for $12 a stick, but the elite is 16.
Mhm.
The difference is when you smoke the elite, there is a quality difference. I think it's definitely for an experienced smoker who can truly experience and enjoy the cigar. But to be honest with you, if you're not, it's still a great cigar. You don't have to be the experience. It'll just it's just the elevated smoke that you're smoking for that stick. So we're I'm
Are
sorry.
you guys trying to get into other retailers? I mean, is that what I mean? Have you guys? I mean, have
Yes.
you guys started getting any reps? Or you guys are doing your own repping locally? In the close proximities. I mean, what is, as far as that type of adventure? What's your game plan?
Well, we definitely want to get into more cigar shops. We are working hard at that. We had a whole bunch of little shops, little smoke shops, people who just like us and decided, hey, we'll sell your cigars, even though we don't know anything about cigars. Just because, like you said, our when they met us, they enjoyed our personality as a whole. So, like you said, how do we get the cigar into to somebody who smokes all the time but never heard from us? It's truly just about meeting us and the vibe that we give out. I think that's truly our signature uh uh thing in sales. So the pop-ups, that's really what we're focusing on right now. But absolutely want to get into more shops. We want to be able to bring other people's cigars into our mobile lounge once we get that up and running, to help spread the word with the TPA group and the Wolf Pack, and hopefully maybe a few other groups that are online and in the boutique cigar business. So we're really open for anything, but with time and all the other obligations we have, I mean, that's our biggest struggle, is just being out there every weekend, selling
Yeah.
cigars, talking to people. We're gonna go to a few meetings for the Daytona. What was that?
Chamber of
Uh,
Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce. Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna start joining some meetings with them and a whole bunch of other networking places as a business sense to get our names out there because we realize it's not just one type of person who loves cigars. I went to a networking meeting in Oviedo once, and all of a sudden I met a guy who does real estate. He's like, "Well, I'm thinking about just having a private event with some of my salespeople, associates, or even some customers. And do you guys do private events?" I'm like, "Well, we haven't done one yet, but we absolutely love to do it. I think it'd be a great time." So we're always looking for new ways to sell cigars. I want to put out all our ideas out there, but we have a few more. And especially since we're in Florida, we got lots of opportunities with water and boats and whatnot. So it's
Yeah.
just we're really excited with these opportunities. The only problem is finding time to do it. So
Right.
Well, and I'll tell you guys, you speak near and dear to my heart. My wife is the vice president of our local chamber of commerce here in the Houston area, and I've seen so many businesses blow up because the chambers of commerce motto is to do business with each other and facilitate business. And in my life, if I'm looking for a product or something, I will look for a chamber member first. So that speaks near and dear to my heart, and I think it's a smart way to
you
go
never
for
know
you
who you're
guys.
going to meet and who they know. That's the
Exactly
best part about it. So we're always willing to meet people, talk to people. If they have questions, you can reach out, go to our website, mcscigars.com, and it has our contact numbers on that website. So please reach out. Don't be afraid. And we're also willing to figure out ways to get cigars in your hands that way too.
I know that's true for Ray because when I went to you guys' table, let me tell you, I went there to buy 2 cigars. I walked out with 10. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what we do.
I went to get 2 cigars. He's like, "Well, if you like that one, then you might enjoy this one just
Yeah.
the same. But if you like this one, you're gonna like." And I ended up walking. Like I said, I walked away with at least 10 sticks from your table, man. And
Same here. Same here.
yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I like where you guys are heading. I like like I said, your guys' chemistry. You know what I mean? Obviously, we enjoy. I enjoy the cigar. I still have like at least 4 left in there, and I should have brought the second one out here. But we're definitely gonna have to do this again, guys. And we're curious to see down the road, where this journey leads you guys. And you're right. Time and money, right?
Yeah.
Because this is not a cheap journey.
No.
It's not cheap, but you know what? The good thing is that you guys seem to have a vision. And as long as you guys can stay on the same page and not get off that track, you guys could go places. You know what I mean? And just one last question: outside of your own cigars, what cigar do you guys enjoy smoking outside of your own? I'll start with you, Mateo.
To be honest with you, I really like the undercrowns. I've been smoking a lot of those before. I really gravitated toward the Cohiba Blacks, but that's a pricey cigar, and a lot of the Drew Estates, I think.
Mhm. I'm a big Bellicoso Liga 9 guy. Although the problem is with the Drew Estates is that, and I've been smoking Drew Estates pretty much since they came out. Like their blends have kind of changed over the years. Like the Liga 9 today is not the Liga when they first came out. And obviously they changed ownership when Drew and sold to Swisher Sweets. But it is all about mass production with Swisher Sweets. You know what I mean? So things kind of got off a little bit. But how about you,
I think
Francis?
that's
What
the
other
issue with
cigars
the
you like?
legacy brands in general.
Yes, of course. But right, and the thing is, right, they have the factories, they have an abundance of money, so Drew Estate could afford, or Swisher Sweets could afford to have a blend not be as great as it used to be and still sell abundance of it.
Oh yeah.
And that's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. Francis, how about you, brother?
You're on mute.
So I don't know. This number 49 factory throwouts has been something I've been smoking like crazy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something's wrong with me, but that's what I be smoking.
No.
Oh, and to be honest with you, he liked those tabacs too. He was smoking those
Yeah.
tabacs for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how about you, Ray?
I like the Undercrown, and if I could always get my hand on a Cohiba Black, that's what I would go for, man. I mean, something about that black is awesome to me, man.
Mm.
But again, it's a pricey cigar, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you, Tim?
Yeah, it all started with the DeBox for me. Francis introduced me to those things, and it was downhill from there. But I don't really venture off from the masterminds that we have now, you know.
Right.
Why not? I mean, they're right there,
Mm-hmm.
easily
But listen, man,
accessible.
you can't be smoking your own product, man. You gotta sell them now. No, you can't
That's
be
where all those
smoking-
missing cigars went before.
That's the
We're
rule
like,
of
oh,
the
let me grab
street,
10 and I'll sell 10. And they're like, oh, wait, where'd the money go?
Well, that's
oh, no,
why
I
we
smoked
started
them.
this business to do that.
We always
Hey,
said
yeah,
if we don't
Into
sell
their
them,
own
at least
business.
we get them at a great price. You know,
Right.
so,
Hey, the thing is, they're gonna do a remix of a rap song about you, Tim. Don't smoke your own product.
oh,
I want to remind everybody real quick that we're at the hour mark. If you haven't made a comment yet, make it comment in the chat because we're going to do a giveaway and we're taking all the names on the wheel from the comments. So
Nice.
No, but I have to say, you guys stay exactly where you are. You stay true, and you keep pumping out these cigars. You guys will be perfectly fine.
thank you. I like that encouragement.
No, absolutely.
I mean,
I mean,
right now, everybody that's been in here, word of mouth is the best advertisement you could get.
Right.
And I can tell you right now, we're enjoying these cigars. Like I said, I'm nubbing it at this point, and it's a clean cigar. It's good fermented tobacco. It hasn't gotten bitter. I'm really surprised. It's good job, guys.
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little rah-rah for you guys, man. Normally when I buy cigars from groups like that, or I normally let them sit in my humidor for a while. They never made it to my humidor. I only got like 2 of the 10 that I bought, left over. So
Nice.
yeah, so I'm gonna be looking you guys up so I can try to get as many as I can.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mateo, before we do this giveaway, when is that event that you guys have coming up in November? That's the only thing. Do you guys have a date on that yet?
Yeah, that is a Saturday, November 15th. That is going to be held at the Halifax Harbor Marina, which is the largest marina in Volusia County. We have partnered with world famous boat tours with Danielle. I'm sorry, F3 Marina with Captain Ron, and we're working with Jeremy at the Copper Bottom Craft Brewery in Holly Hill for the captain's meeting the week before. So, and like I said before, all the money or the proceeds are going to VEMA, Veteran Forces Motorcycle Association, for our Deltona chapter, because setting up events is expensive, and there's a lot of behind the scenes costs that takes to raise money. And this will definitely help out their cause and support the mission of VEMA. And I got a few more shout outs before we while I still got the mic here. I want to shout out Clint with Feel Good Farms. He is one of the first supporters of our business, which surprisingly enough, the Orlando Cigar Fest in February, I believe it is going to be held there. Joe Cigar Room, who sells our cigar. Thank you, Joe. Jennifer with Daytona Cigar Club over there on Beach Street. She's a fantastic lady, and a lot of people know her late husband, and she's helped us out a lot.
Miguel's her husband, and thank you also, Brad, for making that introduction to Jennifer.
And then Jeremy with Farmhouse Blends, Z with Cordoba and Morales. Obviously, thank you, TPA, for giving us a lot of education in the cigar business. Wolfpack Cigar Club, And then I think that's about it. If I forget you, I'm sorry. There's a lot of people that's helped us make MTS Cigars what we are today, and hopefully help us in the future become what we
Thank you,
want it to
Leaf and
be.
Ash, for having us on here
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
Leaf and
thank
Ash.
you.
Thank you, all you guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's
Absolutely our pleasure.
most important one. Almost forgot.
Yeah.
No, and we'd love to have you guys
Thank you
again.
guys
I
for
mean,
coming. Yeah.
it's been fun.
Listen, we're definitely gonna do this again, guys. And like I said, I'm hoping, I really am hoping to make it in November. And like I said, I can make. I just gotta try the date.
Yeah, push him a flyer.
I did give him a flyer, but
Okay.
obviously, you can find all our events on the MTS Cigars on Instagram and Facebook. And please follow us, like us, share us, do everything you guys can to help support a local business. You know,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And well, I'm just gonna say this, and I think I can speak for all the guys, man. If you guys got events, please share it with us, tag us in so we can share it, so that you guys can get the exposure that you're really looking for.
absolutely. Thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, JJ, you ready to do that giveaway?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch over.
All right, here we go. You gotta be live. You gotta be here. You gotta tell us you're here for the beautiful 4-pack, beautiful box that's gonna come with it, and a couple of stickers and a patch.
Hey, hold up, let me log into my other account.
Who's that? Joseph is. Hey, Joe, you want to hear Joseph is? Where you at?
Oh, yes.
Joseph, is you here? Tell me you're here, brother.
Yeah, he just
Better
come-
be.
He just coming
Awesome.
in a minute ago. I'm sure he's here.
Awesome.
He's
There
here.
you
Yeah.
go.
There he
There
is.
you go.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. Congratulations. I
All right,
love those
congrats.
cigars, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
Joseph,
Congratulations.
reach out to Panda and get address and stuff, and he'll get that out to you.
Yeah, send me that that info as soon as you can, and I'll ship it out as soon as I get that info. Well, guys, it's been a great evening. Stick around, so we want to chit chat just a little bit afterwards. And guys, once again, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and share it. We hit our 500 plus, and we're gonna be having a big giveaway or a couple of giveaways, and we'll stay tuned because that's gonna be something big. There's gonna be something big. It's about about 20 things we're giving away.
About
Oh, yeah,
20,
it's a lot.
20 giveaways. Yep.
A lot of swag, a lot of swag, a lot of swag. But guys, Josephus, congratulations, guys. Each and every one of you guys that were here tonight, posted. We greatly appreciate you. You guys number love. And catch you in the next one.
Awesome.
Greg, this is how you do it,
Appreciate you.
Greg. Peace.